Welcome to the Selenium WebDriver tutorial. Today we're going to learn about Selenium WebDriver's integration with our Eclipse tools, how we can download and from where to download the jar files for Selenium, and the driver uh, for the Chrome or other browsers, any other browsers. Before we go any further, I'm assuming that whoever is watching this has a good knowledge of Java or any of the other languages. I'm going to use Java, so yeah, a person must know Java, basic concepts like objects, classes, all the good stuff. Must have hands-on experience with Eclipse, so that person should know how to create a project, how to sort the files, the class files, how to add or import the jars, how to run the program, all the basic stuff. If you know all of that, let's dive into it. Selenium WebDriver testing tool, I'm pretty sure because you're here, you should be watching this. If you already know what the Selenium WebDriver is, this is more of a hands-on approach, so we're going to go deep dive right into it. To use the Selenium WebDriver, we need jar files so that our Eclipse knows or a Java program knows what we are referring to when we are using the Selenium classes. So the basic of it is like this. If you're using Java to write your code, whenever you compile your code using Selenium WebDriver, it converts into a JSON format. Now notice that there is a middleman here. It doesn't directly go to your browsers. It goes through a middleman. And these are drivers for the browser that would speak to the browser for us. And this is put in here for various security reasons. We're not going to go there. But just to let you know that Java, if we're using this, your Eclipse should know by some mean that we are running a Selenium code, right? And when Selenium is integrated into your Java, which is Eclipse, it should have a driver so that it can speak to our respective browser. So let's get into it. Currently, I have Eclipse open for me. I've created a new project, called it test suite because I'm going to put test cases into it, so that makes sense. Uh, Before we even go into it, let's import our jar files. Now to get the jar files, you'll have to go to selenium.deb downloads, and then you go up. There it is. I'm going to use Java, so I'll download this. Once you download this file, a zip file will download. I probably have it saved somewhere. There it is. And I've extracted it here. So there are two jar files here, a few jar files in the library folder. We're going to import all of these. Let's go back into our Eclipse. Go to project, right click, build path, configure build path. We're going to go into build path and go to class path, and then add external jars. This is left folder. Okay, perfect. Go back to class path and these two as well. We can test it. We can just try and create a WebDriver object. Just call it a driver and see how it goes. If we go here, there we go. So it recognized that it is a part of Selenium jars. We're going to import that file. Now notice that this code now knows that we're going to try and use the WebDriver class, which is part of Selenium package. But we still cannot talk to the browsers. If I try and invoke browser, it wouldn't work because there needs to be a middleman in between. So currently we know we can generate JSON, but we can't talk to the browser because we don't have this. So let's get this. Go back to the same website again. Down. Go to your browsers. Down. Go to Chrome. And then you'll have downloads. I am running Chrome 85.0, and you can check it from here, 85.0. So I'm going to download 85.0. Once you click here, it's going to give you a bunch of setups. So I am running Windows, so I'll download this. I already have downloaded it, so there is my file Chrome Win32. Once you extract the zip, this is what you're looking for. And this needs to be told to your Eclipse code that, okay, well, this is what we're trying to use. So we're going to go here. We're going to tell our program first, system.setProperty, and I think it's webdriver.chrome. I think I have it saved somewhere. Let me just check. Oh, there it is. Let's copy this here. So this is what you need to do. Webdriver.chrome.driver, and this is a path for my driver. Just close this. Now, to know a bit more about this, you can always refer to the documentation available here. So this is getting started, and you'll have a sample test. So it tells us that, okay, we can set the system property, what we did just now, webdriver.chrome.driver, then path to the Chrome driver. A bunch more. I would really recommend you read all of this, get an idea as to how to use it. But just a quick overview that we are now ready to invoke our browser. So let's get to it. We're going to create a new Chrome driver because that's what we imported. It's going to ask us what to do with it, and we're going to import the necessary packages or whatever this is. And now we are ready to invoke the driver. We can now speak to the driver. If we go back to the same diagram again, we have Java because we have Eclipse. We have added Selenium library, and which allows us to convert our code to JSON so that it can speak to drivers, which we just downloaded, and this can in turn and speak to the browser. So we have everything necessary to invoke and speak to the browser, and then it can speak back to us. Let's look at few of the methods. So driver, if I see the methods are here, so we have get method. This is a method that we can use to invoke the browser. And let's just keep it short, the first lesson, and I'm going to go into it. We're going to try and invoke our browser with google.com, and let's try and run it. There we go. That's our first program. We have successfully integrated our Selenium WebDriver jars and downloaded the browser driver for Google Chrome, and we have successfully invoked it. This is all for lecture 1, and then I'll see you in lecture 2. Thank you.